Welcome back for the fourth part of our discussion. And in this video, we will be discussing question number 37 to 50. Basically, a few environment, few economy, and a few science, basic sciences question. Okay, let's start with question number 37. Economy question. Consider the following. A bit controversial this question was. Foreign currency convertible bonds, foreign institutional investment with certain conditions, global depository receipts, and non-resident external deposits. Which of the above can be included in FDI, foreign direct investment? So, a bit controversial in the sense that definitely point 4 is incorrect. Non-resident external deposits are not considered as FDI. They are considered as deposits, either demand deposit or time deposit, and they are with the banks. Okay, so they are not any kind of investment, they are deposits. So 4 is definitely not correct. So C and D are eliminated, and 2 is definitely correct. Okay. So 1 and 3, there is some controversy. A few of the institutes are also talking that 1 and 3 should be there, should not be there. But if 4 is eliminated and 2 is for sure, then we can, by deduction, the answer would be A. So for this, we can say that FCCB, that is foreign currency convertible bonds, and global depository receipts, they are considered as foreign direct investments. Okay, so answer must be A, but still there is some controversy. So let's wait for the UPSC key. Question number 38. The effect of devaluation of a currency is that it necessarily. Okay, so the one thing is devaluation of the currency and necessarily. Okay. And 2 are the words, keywords here. So look at it. Improve the competitiveness of the domestic sports in the foreign market, definitely. Okay, this is for sure. Okay. If you know the concept of devaluation, so always devaluation of currency helps the exporters, because the exports becomes competitive. This is why you must have heard about currency war, and this is the reason that China tries to devalue its currency deliberately, because they want their exports to be competitive. So first point is correct. Increases the foreign value of domestic currency? No. Devaluation means decrease in foreign value of domestic currency. So it in itself is, by definition of devaluation, it is incorrect. Improves the trade balance? No. You have heard about due to devaluation of currency, countries face BOP crisis, balance of payment crisis, trade balance is distorted. That is also why China wants a devaluation of currency, because it wants to distort the trade balance in its favor. So both these are incorrect. One only, A would be the answer. Coming to question number 39. Which of the following effects of creation of black money in India has been the main cause of worry to the government? So creation of black money, what is there that government is worried about? So diversion of resources to purchase real estate and invest in luxury housing, not a concern specifically related to black money. It is related to a lot of other things, but not specifically related to black money. Investment in unproductive activities and purchase of precious stones, jewelry, and gold. Yet this is related to black money, but not a major concern of the government. Large donations to political party and growth of regionalism, not majorly, concern of the government. So the most important concern of the government is loss of revenue to the state exchequer due to tax evasion. So black money, by definition, means the money that is not accounted for, the money on which the tax has not been paid. So this is the major concern regarding the black money, that the tax is not being paid, that the money is not accounted for. So answer would be the D. Which of the following is likely to be the most inflationary in its effect? Okay. So which of the following will create inflation in the most, harsh form? This is the question. Most inflationary. Not inflationary. Out of this, which is the most inflationary? So repayment of public debt, it is not even inflationary. So is not correct. Borrowing from the public to finance a budget deficit, yeah, it is a bit inflationary. Borrowing from the banks to finance a budget deficit, again, a bit inflationary, both, but creation of new money to finance budget deficit. Existing money, printing of currency notes, okay, creation of new currency notes. This is the most inflationary. In any other condition, if the central bank is printing more currency, that means the inflation has reached so high and it will further increase. Okay, you must have heard about the Greek financial crisis, Greek currency crisis. So it came to that the central bank has to print money. So, and due to printing of money, the inflation further increased. So answer would be D. Creation of new money to finance a budget is the most inflationary in its effect out of the four. Moving on to question number 41. A bit direct question. If you know it, you know it. If you didn't, so you may not have attempted it. But in the past few months or after Corona, COVID, you must have heard about lemongrass a lot. Which of the following is used in preparing a natural mosquito repellent? So lemongrass, it has the ingredients or constituents nerol and citral. Both of these are excellent mosquito repellents, or not only mosquito but also a lot of insect repellent. So it is being used, lemongrass is being used as insect repellent. Question number 41, answer is C. Then consider the following kinds of organisms. 4 organisms they have given. Let's see what they are asking. Which of the above are primary producer in the food chains of the ocean? Okay. So copepods are crustaceans, and crustaceans are essentially consumers. So copepods are not there. Cyanobacteria are blue-green algae. They have green elements, so they are photosynthesizing algae. So definitely cyanobacteria are. Diatoms are again algae, photosynthesizing algae. So third is again correct. Foraminifera, these are amoeba or protista, these are parasites. So 1 and 4 are not producers, but they are consumers. This one is primary consumer. Foraminifera are parasites, they are also consumed. So cyanobacteria and diatoms, answer would be B. 42, answer is B. And consider the following animals: hedgehog, marmot, and pangolin. To reduce the chances of being captured by predators, which of the above organisms roll up and protects their valuable parts? So what they do is they become a roll and sometimes they roll away from the predators. So hedgehog and pangolins are both are the kind of animals which can have the capacity to roll and go away, and also they will be rolling and they will be saving their vital organs or vulnerable parts by rolling. So not the marmot, but hedgehog and pangolins. So answer would be D, 1 and 3. Okay. Coming to question number 44. With reference to the New York Declaration on Forest, which of the following statements are correct? So the New York Declaration on Forest was endorsed in United Nations Climate Summit in 2014. And the goal was to halve the rate of deforestation by 2020 and end it by 2030. So this was the goal. So first point is correct. It endorses a global timeline to end the loss of forest. Yeah, as I told you, half by 2020 and eliminate the deforestation by 2030. It is a legally binding international declaration. No, it is not legally binding, and very few countries and few companies have joined. So it is endorsed by governments, big companies, and indigenous communities. Yes, a few governments only. Around 37 countries have joined it, not all the countries. India was one of the signatories at its inception. No, India hasn't signed it till now. So point 3 and point 5 are not correct. 1, 2, and 4 would be the answer. So A, 1, 2, and 4 is the answer. Coming to question number 45. Magnetite particles suspected to cause neurodegenerative problems are generated as environmental pollutants from which of the following? So magnetite particles, recently a lot of research has been undertaken and a few research published under NCBI has shown that they are neurodegenerative. Neurodegenerative means the neurons. The neurons, these are the nerve cells, nerve endings, the brain cells, basically. So these have issues, they can cause neurodegeneration and they are causing problems, and they are environmental pollutants from which of the following they can occur in the environment, they are generated in the environment. So the answer is all of the above. They are produced in all the five: brakes of the motor vehicles, engines of the motor vehicles, power plants, telephone lines, microwave sources within homes. So all the five are they may produce magnetite particles as environmental pollutants. So answer would be D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Moving on to the question number 46. Which of the following is a filter feeder? So if you know what filter feeder is an organism that filter organic material from food, for food, sorry. So these are the materials basically in the sea. These are the organisms within the sea. From the moving water, they will filter their small plants or anything, and they will eat it and let the water go. So oysters, if you have heard about oysters, so the catfish, octopus, and pelicans, they will be eating. They are predators. They are not filter feeders. Predators means they will kill or eat, but oysters are filter feeders. That means when water is passing through it, so it will keep the organic material for itself to eat, and it will let the water filter. So answer is oyster C. Number 47. In case of which of the following biogeochemical cycles, the weathering of rocks is the main source of release of nutrient to enter the cycle? So definitely it must be a sedimentary cycle, because it is related to rocks. Weathering of rocks, biogeochemical cycle. So definitely it cannot be a carbon cycle or nitrogen cycle. Sulfur cycle is both atmospheric and sedimentary cycle, but phosphorus cycle is totally sedimentary cycle. So main source, right? The question is about the main source. So in sulfur cycle, atmosphere is the main source, while in phosphorus cycle, the rocks, weathering of rocks is the main source. So answer would be C, phosphorus cycle. Very direct question. If you know the types of cycle, then only. It is given in the Shankar book, I guess, in first or second chapter. Second chapter, I guess, it is given, and it was a direct question. Which of the following are detrivores? Okay. So detrivores are the organisms that feed on dead organic matter. Okay. So if we look into it, so jellyfish is not, because it feeds, okay, it kills and feeds, or it feeds on live, and sea oysters are not. So remaining three, millipedes, earthworm, and woodlice, all of them they feed on dead organic material. That's why they are detrivores. So answer would be C, 1, 3, and 5 only, not 2. Okay. Then coming to question number 49, the common carbon metric supported by UNEP has been developed for. So if you know this, then you know this. It was a direct question, or if you don't, then you may not. So the common carbon metric supported by UNEP is developed for accessing the carbon footprint of building operation around the world in different climatic zones. Okay, so they would be checking the carbon metric, that is carbon footprints across the world due to building operations, building construction operations, and across the climatic zone. So they will be predicting that in particular climatic zone, due to building operation, this much of carbon footprint has been released. Okay, so A is the answer. Coming to 50th question, which of the following have species that can establish symbiotic relationship with other organisms? Okay, so which of the following have the species that can establish symbiotic relation? So cnidarians, C is silent here, cnidarians, example jellyfish. So you must have heard about that jellyfish, a lot of organisms living in symbiosis with jellyfish. Similarly in fungi also, in fungi also, and in protozoa also. All the three have a capability to keep other organisms in symbiotic relationship with them, and they can live in symbiotic relation with other organisms. So answer is 1, 2, and 3. So this is the fourth video. We have completed the 50 questions. I have been trying to be very cautious about the answers, and I have checked the multiple resources for the answers. I hope most of them are correct. Maybe all of them are correct. I think so. If you think there is any issue in the key, whatever I'm giving, you can reach us through email at info@gyanmimansa.com, and also you can comment in the comment box below. Thank you. We will be bringing other videos.